I had 7 and I had 1 the next spring.
So was it the kind of bees that they let loose? Killed
Yeah, they're
yours?
all Italians. So
Well, were these, what were
at
yours?
that time, I've seen only 1 black honeybee down at the cemetery. But they get killed all of the neighbors were out helping get all those back on the bee truck headed for Canada or where it was going.
Mm-hmm.
And they all lost all of their hives except 1 or 2 at the
Huh.
most. So, I was just a neophyte, but I'd started with 1 hive and got up to 7, so I was feeling pretty good. And we always
Shoot.
had scads of honey, and I was saving the wax and all kinds of stuff. And then boom, here comes international commerce, and brought all the bee mites with them that time.
Oh.
So were they on 71 or where?
Yeah.
And they come all the way down here.
No, well, you mean
The one that got
yeah.
loose.
Apparently,
Came all the way.
my bees went far enough to Sawhouse. I don't know how the effect got here, but it got here. It certainly decimated mine. Bam! They were doing pretty well. And there was that 1 swarm that my wife had sent me up in the tree to get, and they 26 of them stung me on top of my head and on my forehead. And I thought, well, I won't be able to breathe in 30 minutes or I'll survive. And I ran to the pump over there and had my daughter pump on my head till I couldn't stand it anymore. The water's really cold, and then I'd yell stop, and in a minute I'd yell pump, and she did that 5 times. And then I crawled over here and put a big wet bath towel over my head and upper body, and got it in a fetal position, and they gave me some Benadryl because they thought they were both extremely vulnerable to stings.
Oh.
And I had one little bitty swelling right here, but they scraped 28 bee guts off my top of my head. I know that because they kept
Counting them out loud.
But getting down out of that box elder tree out there without killing myself, the box elder's gone now, it was a big one, was the tough part.
Oh, now, why were you up there?
Well, she had suggested I should go up there and save that swarm. And I said, well, I made up my mind not to do that. It's in a bad place, and it's around a big limb, and it's a rotten type of tree, and, well, if you're going to do it, you better do it. So I thought I cussed and went and got the aluminum extension ladder and put it together, ran it up the tree, went up as far as I could, had a coil of rope and a 5-gallon bucket tied on, and got up to where I could reach the swarm. And I'd read this bee book that said a bee swarm is a happy swarm. They're full of honey, they won't hurt you, and all this other stuff. I reached out to touch the swarm. Of course, I had no idea where the queen was because the swarm's all around a limb as big as my hand. I touched them, and about 8 hit me in the head right like wham, just like a shot. And I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And raking bees into that 5-gallon bucket as fast as I could, flapped the lid on, lowered it down. The bees were still working me and I had to climb down 12 feet to get to the top of the ladder without falling. And Maggie was yelling, oh, Mama, John's going to be killed. Margaret said, shut up, Mag, that doesn't do any good. I managed to go down the ladder without shoving a leg through the rung and falling upside down or anything. And I already lowered the bucket beside the hive. I dumped the bees in the hive and clamped the lid on and took off running at a 90-degree around through about 300 yards through the bushes, running through every red cedar I could find. We made it back here, were the only ones who didn't. So, and that's why I ran over to the pump.
Oh, Lord.
It should have been filmed.